What's going on, you guys? And welcome back to Crypto Layer. And today, I'm going to show you what I look at before I buy a coin to see when it's a perfect time or to see what the price action's like. But before I begin, I am not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing your own money. And yeah, let's begin. So, what I usually look at before I usually buy an altcoin or any coin is I pull up the daily chart and I use the Bollinger Bands to show me the moving averages. So as you can see, the wider the Bollinger Bands are, the more volatile it can be. So you can see usually when you see like when it like coils like this, when it gets really thin, that usually means a breakout is gonna happen. So you see the bands get really thin right here, and then it just explodes right here. I'm gonna show you this with a different coin. Let's look at Neo, for example. So Neo doesn't have that much history, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you can see this would have been a perfect time to buy Neo when it's near the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. And you can see down at the RSI that back here, it was overbought right here. And then people just started to sell, and it dropped it back here. But it didn't get to the oversold market or side. And as you can see, this is a bullish sign right here, and this is a MACD crossing, which heads into the bearish side. So I would have bought Neo right here where it reaches outside the Bollinger Bands. I'm gonna show you guys another coin just to show you that this pattern that happens. So here. So you can see here, Ripple could be expecting a huge boom soon, because as you can see, the Bollinger Bands, they're slowly getting in, like slowly coiling in, slowly getting thinner. And usually, as you can see right here, usually that means a huge breakout. See how it gets thin, and it widens out right here. Like that is usually where, or how to spot a breakout. So here I'm going to use the Fibonacci retracement tool to see, to give me a good idea of when to sell and when to. So looking at the Fibonacci, I wouldn't buy right now. As you can see, the candles are still above the they're still above the 20-day average right here. So if we look at the Fibonacci, I would set a sell level. I wouldn't set the sell level right on an even number, because it's really hard to see. You can see the 20% mark is at 14,000 satoshis. So I would probably set an order, sell order a little bit under this. I would sell about a quarter of my supply, about right here. Let me put a horizontal line in there. I would set a sell order right here and probably have a stop loss probably around 88 or 9,000. But I'll sell a little bit there, and if it kept going, I'll sell a little bit there. Right before the even numbers, the big even numbers are usually the line of resistance. So you can see all these lines right here. This is where it usually will resist. As you can see, there's some resistance here. There's resistance here. And as you can see, the Bollinger Bands, the MACD had a MACD crossing right here. But as you can see, if you usually buy it like when the candles are near the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, it's usually like a really good sign. Like you'll get a really good return in profit if you're day trading. As you can see, the RSI hasn't been oversold or overbought, but back here, the beginning of January when you saw that big boom, you can see that it was overbought for a very, very long time. And that's usually not. I don't usually get in on that because it's just more riskier, less profit to be made. So let's look at another coin so I can show you the patterns. So you can see Walton's, like this would maybe be a good time to buy. This is up to you. But seeing this and seeing it come down a little, the MACD still going bearish, I would wait probably another day or two and see where that price leads you. But as you can see, it's hanging around the bottom Bollinger Band. But as you can see right here, it gets really thin and boom, it breaks out right here. You can see the Bollinger Bands like get really thin because the price is coiling. So I'll show you another good example. So let's look at Litecoin. So Litecoin right now, as you can see, it's doing really well. But Litecoin, that's a different story to talk about. They're releasing LitePay very soon in the next couple weeks. So I'm expecting this price to go up even more, maybe even past its all-time highs at 440. Is that what the all-time high is? About 420. But as you can see, it's as an investment, it's a little too late now, in my opinion, because a perfect time would have been bought was right here, when you see it dip down like that. Well, let's take a look at the market cap. We are at 449, which is very good. Today's looking really greenish. So Bitcoin's up 92. Let's hope it can stay above that. Ethereum at 900. Ripple's at $1.07. Litecoin's at 210, which is doing really well because of the news that just came out. Dash at 677. Wow, that's a really big gain. If you saw my other video, it was like what? Maybe it was like 625 or even 5 something. Ethereum Classic is 34.23. So let me show you one more before I get out of here. I'm going to show you Ethereum. So looking at Ethereum, it would have been a perfect time to buy it on the 6th right here, where it just got completely came out. And I would have bought some either within this range from about 785 to 618. So that would have been a good price to buy, and would have been a nice little flip there. But hold on, let me take a look at the Fibonacci tool. Look like we're about to break this resistance right here at the 884. So this could turn into a support. So the support could be right here at 756. So you might see it bounce around here for the next couple days. But yeah. So in recap, when's the perfect time to buy? When's the perfect time to buy altcoins or bitcoins? Is when you see the Bollinger Bands get really tight, and you should either expect a bearish run or a bullish run. And that's what I usually get excited about when the Bollinger Band gets really, really tight together. Trying to find a good coin to show you guys that does that. Like, let's take a look at Dash. Oh, here, Dash. You see how it is coiling? Here, let me erase these lines so y'all can see better. But you can see, since Dash hasn't been that old, I'm going to put it to about 12 hours. As you can see, this is very volatile right here. As you can see, it's coiling in. See how it's getting tight, tight, tight. That means a breakout is soon to happen on Dash, and I wouldn't be surprised. Well, let me see the Bollinger Bands for this. So his resistance was about 95,000 satoshis. Yeah. Let me pull out the Fibonacci. So looking at the Fibonacci, it shows the resistance at 74,000 satoshis. And resistance is usually just like the price will not. It's just fighting that price right there, so it won't. So that's like the resistance of the price. And then you can also look at the MACD crossing. If this blue line is going down, then it's bearish. If it crosses the center MACD line, then it's usually called a positive MACD crossing. But if you're looking at Dash right now, it doesn't seem it seems to be like consolidating really nice. So you can see this little wedge kind of shape kind of forming. Usually that's gonna mean a breakout. So I'm thinking Dash is gonna break out very soon, very soon. But I would wait to buy it maybe in a couple days. It might drop down to the bottom Bollinger Bands, and that's when I would put more in. But I already have some Dash, so I'm pretty set on that. I don't need to worry about that. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and subscribe.